Hey guys, welcome to my channel. For those of you new, my name is Kristen. You might already know. Today's video is going to be a trash to treasure, as you probably saw that as well. I mean, I don't even know what my intros are for anymore. If you already know my name, you already know what's going on. I guess it's just, you get to see my face. So, you know, here it is. Okay, so trash to treasure DIYs. Super excited about this. This is in collaboration with Kim from KTB Creates. I don't know why I said it like that. And Nicole from The Week's Nest. If you guys aren't already subscribed to them, make sure you do. I will leave their links in the description box below so you guys can check out their videos. Okay, let's get on to the trash treasure DIY makeovers. Here we go. Oh, this first little makeover is this cute table. It's not cute, but it's gonna be cute. This was $5 from a garage sale. I picked it up last summer and I didn't know what to do with it because the top was an absolute mess. Like, there's a big chunk taken out of it, and I thought that if I just sanded it down really good, that chunk would just kind of smooth itself out, and it kind of did. I can't say that it didn't work a tiny bit, but my husband actually had to take a chisel and chisel the whole top part off. So like that big spot you see right there in the front, he had to take that small spot. Well, it's not really big. He had to take that small spot or that big spot and then make the whole entire top of the table like that. So it wasn't exactly what I wanted to do with it. I wanted to stain the top of it and make it look like wood, and then, but like this is what it looks like when he had to chisel the whole thing. So it didn't really turn out the way I wanted it to, just even to start with, but I absolutely love the way it turned out in the end. So I had to come up with something different. I used this linen white and the Rust-Oleum chalk paint and this Waverly chalk paint and moss, and I did mix them together. I did use a little bit too much white, so if you want a darker green color, just make sure you just add a little bit of white at a time. But I love this color just because I think it matches my house and my decor in my home so much better than like the darker green that I wanted. So I'm like overly happy with the color it turned out, although it does look like this celery color by the Waverly chalk paint. So if you guys have used that, it's just like a lighter green. But anyways, I'm just painting the entire thing this color, and then I'm eventually going to go back over it with the Waverly Wax and Antique. I wanted to try out different ways than just staining wood, or not staining wood, but like, how am I like trying, what am I trying to say here? So I always use the Waverly Wax and Antique, and I just like add water and use it as a stain, not stain things. Okay, so I use it as a stain versus what it's supposed to be for. So you're going to see that I ended up just using that on the tops of everything. So I did it on the top and all the shelving, and I love the way it turned out. So the back realistically just says to wipe it down, or wipe it with like a paintbrush and then wipe it down with a rag that is not going to get like fuzz and stuff all over. So I may or may not should have left this on a little bit longer to make it darker. I actually ended up doing 2 coats at the top just because my 3-year-old wanted to take marker before I sealed this and color on the top of it. So I had to redo this. This took a long time, it seems like, but this is what it ends up looking like when I am all done. Like I said, just a little bit darker. And this took a while. It was a lot of work, and yeah, there's a little bit of flaws in this, but I really don't care. I don't mind at all because this was sitting in my garage for almost a year, just looking the way it did beforehand. So I'm actually really happy with the way this turned out. Whether it sounds like I don't like it or not, I actually really do like it. I'm just kind of, I like to tell you guys like what I mess up on, just so if you guys want to do something like this, then you won't do the same thing I do. So I'm not putting down my projects or not liking them. I just want to tell you guys what I messed up on, or what I didn't absolutely love, or what didn't turn out for me, just so when you do them, it doesn't do that same for you. So these were a little complicated too because they were like tiny little squares and I kept getting them along the edges, but I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to end up sanding this down just a little bit anyways, so it doesn't really matter if I get just a tiny bit on the edges. You're going to see in the end there is a little bit of this Waverly Wax on the edges, and I totally don't mind. I just love how kind of distressed and old it kind of makes it, because everything that you pick up that is actually old and like an antique, none of it is perfect. I have a lot in my home, and everything has their
flaws. Every single thing I have has a ton of flaws, and I don't mind them at all just because it's just the way I like stuff. But yeah, taking the sander, sanding the legs down, and I do end up sanding like the tops down too, just to make them a little bit lighter. Using this polyurethane in the clear satin, I just sealed it a couple times, and this is what it looks like when it is all done, and I love it. This next one is just this wooden basket. This came from Goodwill. I think it was $2.09 or $3.09. I'm almost positive it was $2.09. And then I just took some of this paint from Martha Stewart line. This is in the eggshell finish paint is what it's called. I don't even know if that's the name for sure, but that is what I just used. And then now I'm just going to be painting this entire thing. I really dread painting boxes like this just because I always just have... there's always so many cracks and it just takes so long. This actually took like 3 coats, and I think the paint was just kind of going bad. It was really runny, and that's probably why it was on clearance at Michael's, because I picked up a bunch of this paint from Michael's and I think it was only like $1.25 or $1.50, so I was like getting such a steal. It was like 80 or 90% off, and it was a couple months ago is when I bought this. Or shoot, I'd say a couple months ago, but it was probably like 4 or 5 months ago, because what we have been stuck inside or stuck in this stay at home for almost 3 months now. So it's been probably a good like 4 or 5 months. I thought I would just take some of this twine and wrap it around the top just to give it like a little something else. And then when I actually added flowers into this, you didn't barely even see this took a while. This took like 4 hours. It took like 15 minutes. It didn't take 4 hours, but yeah, this was just, I just wanted to add this. I see people do that. I'm like, that's pretty cute. I had these little wall decals from Dollar Tree and thought I would just use them. No, I don't paint the bottoms just because it's a waste of paint, and it would have taken 4 more days to do this if I would have. I just chose to use the Blessed on each side since I had 2 of these. And then once that was done, I just took some flowers. Some are from Walmart and from the Dollar Tree. The Baby's Breath is from Dollar Tree. I've had them for so long. I think I bought them around Valentine's Day to use, and I never did a whole lot of Valentine DIYs this year, so I was stuck with like a ton. But look how cute this is. You can see the cute little handle. Lavender is from Walmart, and then I just bent these and just shoved them right in the basket. Is this a basket? It's not really a basket because it's not like woven. Oh man, what are we going to call it? I'm going to call it a basket. And that's all I did here, and I think this turned out so cute. This last little makeover is with these coasters. I think these were $2.09 as well from Goodwill. And I'm just going to give them a nice fresh makeover and still keep them as coasters because I love this little set and I love that it had something to hold them in instead of just lay them on the table. And I'm just going to take the Waverly chalk paint in white, and I did 2 coats of the chalk paint for each of these just because I wanted like a nice smooth, nice, good finish. And then once that was done, I grabbed my silhouette, or I didn't grab it, I actually like walked to it and sat down and printed out these cute little decals. These are the Moo Cluck and Oink, and I think these are so cute. If you guys haven't watched my DIY patio makeover video, I definitely encourage you, if you love farmhouse decor, that you go check that out. Some super cute outdoor decor. But anyways, I used these as well just because they're my favorite things. I think they're so stinking cute. I did 2 of each of these because there was 6 coasters, so I did 2 of the cow, 2 of the pig, and 2 of the chicken. And then once these were all done, I just took my good old Mod Podge and sealed these twice just to make sure we could put drinks on them because I want to use them for coasters. I don't want them for decor. I mean, I guess it's technically a decor piece, but I actually wanted to use them for what they were for. Makes sense. But you guys, that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, I would love if you hit that subscribe button down below. And don't forget to go check out Kim and Nicole's videos. I will leave their links in the description box below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!